punk, no punk. With no short one just for you. Yeah, just especially for you. Why? Because I like you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, word up, fam. Yeah, yeah. Like I always say, if wake up, you're blessed. There's always someone who got it worse than you. Remember that. Huh? That should be your motto. Somebody else got worse than me. You know what I'm saying? Never give up. Keep going. Yeah. The drink of the day, the drink of the morning is lime, a whole lime, 8 ounces of water, and a half a teaspoon of sodium bicarbonate. You might say, what is sodium bicarbonate? Look it up. Okay, look it up, right? Anyway, fam, I just had a discussion. I was at the gym this morning early in the treadmill, right? That's it was again, I'm gonna call him a young blood because he's younger than me. He's about in his 20s. He was no too young, but he's a young blood, right? And he was saying, yeah, man, I see your YouTube channel. He must have been, he kept looking at me. What the fuck dude looking at me? I thought it was some kind of beef at first. He put pop a weight in his head. So he looked at you for, right? They came, and he started talking to me, right? Cool, he's a cool dude, cool young brother, right? But he was talking about, he saw a video that I made a couple of days ago or something, but last week said about Big U was gonna die in prison. He said, how can you say, I guess he's from California. You know, I guess from Cali. He said, how can you say something like that? I said, that's the way it is. That's what I mean it. And I was saying, don't be trying to, I told him, don't be trying to show no support for this dude, dear. I said, unless you know this dude personally, that's your family member, something like that, they're cool. Other than that, don't try to show no support for some dude like this here. You know what I'm saying? Big U is stupid. He's big stupid. And there's Big U, big stupid. That's what he is, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. You see his, before he turned himself in, what was he saying? Oh, people on the internet talking so much, that's why it's getting indicted. I can't talk about Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, Whack 100, everyone talking about him, so that's how he got indicted. Like they're always on the internet talking. You're not supposed to be on the internet talking. That's what Big U said, right? But how many videos have we seen Big Stupid, huh? Big Stupid you doing, huh? How about the video when he said about checking in? He said, yeah, you see, I gotta check in, but if you don't check in, you're not checking out. He said, if you check in, you want to make videos, things like that, we're gonna take your equipment. It's on film. He's saying this shit. There was little thug homies here. There's 50-year-old goddamn thugs looking stupid behind him and shit, right? And in the other video, he said that's what's going to incriminate him. What's going to lock his ass up? I know it's going to get him. That someone said justice for Nipsey Hussle. What did Big Stupid you do? Him and his two little homies start doing some kind of gang signs and shit and start laughing. Doing, justice for Nip. Ha ha ha. All three of them laughing. Supposed to be a homeboy. He say, I treat him like a son, huh? If someone say something like that, why would you laugh? Because you had something to do with it, Big U. You're gonna rot and got that jail cell. You done, dude. And you see how they got the other two dudes, the other I guess co-defendants in this big RICO case they got there. This Loose Cannon and Brick Baby, huh? Loose Cannon, Brick Baby, in the same cell. How that shit work out? And I know that's New York City got two co-defendants. They were having locked them in the same goddamn cell. Unless they got that shit bugged, the vents, you know, they might got some kind of microphone ain't doing it there. You know what I'm saying? They know these dudes are stupid. You know, they probably watch these guys on No Jumper, you know, talking all goddamn about crimes always, you know, these real idiots. So they probably gonna do the same thing inside the goddamn cell, right? Don't know, really don't give a goddamn. But I said that Big U dude, I never liked him. Just at the look of this guy there, you know what I'm saying? The way he's trying to act. You know, like he's untouchable. You know what I'm saying? Like he's untouchable. Somebody had to want to discipline Nipsey Hussle, but Black Sam was like, nah, yeah, this not happening, this and that, yada yada. I always will come house, they gonna discipline my brother. Fuck that gang shit. Black Sam's not a gang. Big Sam's that's his big brother. You know what I'm saying? That's like if I had a little brother, he's part of some goddamn gang, whatever. They told come to my house. They told, yeah, come on, we're gonna discipline you. I got fucking put a goddamn blow the goddamn head out. You get the crazy motherfucker. That gang shit, keep that shit somewhere. You're not coming that shit to my house. I don't give a goddamn to this gang politics. Yeah, they'll put the goddamn brains of the goddamn fucking of the sidewalk for these goddamn dudes. You know what I'm saying? Word up, fam. These dudes are stupid. They're stupid. I hope they get locked up. And like I said before, Loose Cannon and his wife making everyday updates. Updates. What woman does things like that? Huh? If she can't see it, man, she had to come on the internet and talk about it. Try to keep his name alive. These dudes is done. You know what I'm saying? They was goddamn no jumper bitches. You know what I'm saying? The no jumpers broke, no jumper cut them off. Who gonna want these dudes in? To do what? I'm talking some goddamn Cali politics. Nobody hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Word. And plus another thing, fam. I'm also gonna be a short live, fam. I'm gonna keep it 20 minutes a day. But like I'm always saying, he's smart like West Coast. He talking the young dudes are talking about like West Coast rappers. The first thing come out of his mouth was Tupac. Once he said that shit, my ass was like, what the fuck you mean? So I'm getting sick of you California dudes trying to claim Tupac. Where was he born? Harlem. Nah, he was born here, Harlem. That's who he was born. So he's a New Yorker, you know what I'm saying? Just like I try to tell was no kind of East Coast, West Coast beef. How's it gonna be East Coast, West Coast beef? Huh? When Tupac is from goddamn New York and all the goddamn the outlaws, they're from goddamn New Jersey, or East Coast. So how's the East Coast, West Coast goddamn about? That's what they wanted to portray that shit, but it wasn't. It wasn't. And another thing I criticized him, I say about what Tupac said there. Even though you know I love Tupac, everybody know I love Tupac, but some shit he said I didn't like it. What he said, I think it was in Hit 'Em Up, the Hit 'Em Up video. How he's saying something about my fofo will make sure your kids don't grow. My fofo will make sure your kids don't grow. What that mean? How can you interpret that shit there, right? How can you interpret that shit there, right? What think Tupac meant when he said that there? My fofo will make sure your kids don't grow. You can't put no other guy away because I'm gonna shoot your kids so they won't grow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of rappers do say some shit, they be like, come on, man, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Even though we love them, you know what I'm saying? But I heard that there, and I ain't had to maybe about a couple months ago. I was listening, I was in the gym, I was like, my fofo, make sure your kids don't grow. I was like, the fuck you talking about shooting goddamn kids? And I was fucking wrong, man. They on that Cali butt or some shit. But like I say, he's from NYC. And I'm sick of the Cali dudes out there, you know what I'm saying, trying to adopt him. You know what I'm saying? Adopt him. He didn't go to school out there, goddamn California. He went to high school with I think Maryland, with Jada Pickett. That's some kind of school out there. And then he went out there after 17, 18 years old, went out to the Oakland or some shit there. Then also eventually got down with the what they call it, carrying records. Yeah, they don't do this shit no more. The crate by carrying records and stuff there for Digital Underground. You know what I'm saying? Then he also tries to get on Strictly for My Niggas, Apocalypse Now. He did that there. Who he's hanging with? We made Strictly for My Niggas. You know what I'm saying? That's when I got about Tupac, was Strictly for My Niggas. I ain't know about the Apocalypse Now or the other dear Brenda and all the other Brenda, whatever, baby Brenda, all other shit there. I didn't hear that. The first song I heard was Holla If You Hear Me. That's the first song on Strictly for My Niggas. I remember that song so much because 1993 my son was born. I had to pick him up and throw that on. About 10 seconds, holler if you hear me, he go to sleep. So I always use that for him to go to sleep, fam. But I'm saying he's from New York City. You Cali dudes need to stop trying to adopt people, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying if you break it down, the Cali rap roster of MCs, if you take away all these rappers away who's not born there, who's representing Cali, they're from Cali, or you think they're from Cali, their roster will go down. Their roster will be bad, fam. They probably will have only what Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube. Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube. The rest, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to read a couple here. Your boy, Arizona. Nefta Faro, Oregon. Glass Malone, Washington. Juice, Nevada. SKG, Nevada. Exhibit, New Mexico. Ice-T is from New Jersey. Tracy Morrow. Corrupt is from Philly. Crooked Eyes from Nevada. 40 Glock, Nevada. Mr. Fab is Nevada. The DOC comes from Texas. And Tupac Shakur comes from Harlem. So you take all people away, their roster be goddamn, they'll be weak. They need to step their rap game up, fam. They need to step their rap game up. Most definitely, fam. Anyway, that's my short little live for y'all, fam. I'm saying, just got back in the house, you know what I'm saying? Enjoying me a little quick drink. I said that sodium bicarbonate, fam, with some lemon and some lime in there, you know what I'm saying? Drink that. And you get squared away. What's never gonna goddamn noise? What's my telephone? Alarm. I know you got your alarm, huh? My old telephone still got an alarm on that shit there. Anyway, fam, like I said, be careful to help you have a good day, a good blessed day, fam. Good blessed day. Go outside, give you some sunshine, there's some sun out there, you know what I'm saying? If it's not no sunshine, still get your deal and do a little walk, get a little exercise, you know what I'm saying? Take your vitamins, eat your veggies and your fruits, fam, and pray. Keep prayed up, fam, and I'm out. Peace.